Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur with a special Saturday upload. And we're going to be talking politics a little bit, which is something we rarely do on this channel. But I read this story, it's like, well, I'm going to report on it, and, well, I'm going to have to be a little political about it. So, I know that watching this live, the short title isn't going to make a lot of sense. For some reason, when you go live, they force you to make the title shorter, but then afterwards you make it longer. It's really weird, but so that's what's going to happen. The title will get longer, and it will make a little bit more sense. So anyway, let's follow up a little bit on something that was happening. Amazon.com decided not to build their second headquarters in Long Island, New York. And they did so mainly from a protest from Democratic wonder child, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And I should probably be a little bit upfront about this. I don't like this woman. I don't like her at all. I think she's an idiot. I actually think she is the Democratic version of Trump. And I don't know if either of those are where I want this to be going. The reason I'm hesitant to criticize the president too much is because I was raised with a strong belief you support the president and you respect the president. I was not raised to respect the senators. So maybe that's one of the reasons why it's easier. But in my opinion, both people are not the direction I want politics to be going. I want there to be more talking in between one another. Heck, I went to see the some of the Oscar-nominated documentary short films. And afterwards, I talked about one of them with with the person next to me whose name I unfortunately didn't get. And even though it was pretty clear we were on different political spectrums, we found a lot of common ground. We agreed that we would like to talk to each other more. We'd like our politicians to talk to each other more. He was a Hillary supporter, by the way. And it was like, and I voted for Gary Johnson, but, you know, not like he was going to win. And it kind of like showed me that we can talk to each other, and we don't have to agree, but we can be friendly with one another. So it breaks my heart to have to see rising star politicians who are getting more and more aggressive with everyone. Now, I've already made a little bit of a video about this, but just to recap a little bit, because I'm in a very, very interesting position right here. I do not like Amazon either. I have so many problems with Amazon. They're like my favorite thing to complain about other than Uber, and people notice, and yeah, they just noticed that I don't like Amazon. And I was a little happy and upset with Amazon not opening their second headquarters. I do like the fact that they didn't get another victory. However, I was not happy with the reasons behind it. The main reason behind it was that Cortez did this little spiel where it's like, you know, $3 billion in tax incentives to the richest company in the world. We could be spending that money on our subways, on our teachers. And it's like, you're not there's no money. That's not money that's there. That is a discount. That's like going to Best Buy and saying, oh, Bohemian Rhapsody is on sale for $19.99 instead of $24.95. You are saving $5 on the Blu-ray, but you're still paying $20. That was the whole idea behind, you know, New York's thinking like, well, we will give them a $3 billion discount in taxes, but they will eventually bring $25 billion into the ecosystem, into our cities, and it will create how many new jobs? And that is a good thing. And she opposed it for the wrong reason. And if you want to know why I'm saying that, that's because this is what she should have been protesting. Amazon will pay $0 in taxes on $11.2 billion in profit for 2018. According to Yahoo, while some people have received some surprise tax filing their returns, corporations continue to avoid paying tax, thanks to a cocktail of tax credits, loopholes, and exemptions. According to a report from the Institute in Economic Policy, Amazon will pay nothing in federal income taxes for the second year in a row. That is bad, guys. That is really bad. I just got a notification that one of my Uber documents is gonna expire. I love doing this live. Thanks to the new Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, Amazon's federal tax responsibility is 21%, down from 35% in previous years. But with the help of tax breaks, according to corporate filings, Amazon won't be paying a dime to Uncle Sam despite posting more than $11.2 billion in profits in 2018. How is that possible? Quote, "It's hard to know exactly what they're doing," said Steve Wamhoff, ITEP's director of federal tax policy. "In their public documents, they don't lay out their tax strategy, so it's unclear exactly which breaks the company is taken advantage of. They vaguely say tax credits. One could think of many different ways a corporation could do this, like the deprecation breaks, which were expanded under TCJA." And Katie just texted me. I'll have to text her back after it's done. "It's hard to tell. Although Amazon might have taken advantage of new breaks and loopholes available under TCJA, this isn't the first year that Amazon has avoided paying federal tax. The company reported $5.6 billion in U.S. profits in 2017 and paid $0 last year as well. Quote, "Amazon pays all the taxes we are required to pay in the U.S. and every country where we operate, including paying $2.6 billion in corporate tax, and reporting $3.4 billion in tax expenses over the last 3 years," an Amazon spokesperson said in a statement. According to Wamhoff, the company's apparently non-existent tax bill highlights that there have always been issues with corporate tax liability. And the article continues to go on, like there's a little graph there, and here's an interesting thing to point out. Revelations about Amazon's tax liability come despite President Trump's very public criticisms of Amazon and Bezos for not paying enough taxes. So you see, here's the thing. That's something that liberals and Republicans agree on. Amazon is not paying enough taxes. They are not doing their fair share. Well, I mean, it's zero, so there's no share at all. But Trump wrote new tax laws to try to prevent this. So either the bill wasn't written properly or they found more loopholes anyway, or maybe it's a little bit of both. By the way, they are not the only one. As it says somewhere here, they mentioned somewhere that Netflix. Oh, here it is. Netflix. Yeah, they did not pay taxes either. So you know what? If Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was going to oppose Amazon showing up in New York, this is one of the reasons she should have listed. Oh heck, I'd even be okay with her of opposing this per se, which she kind of alluded to. By the way, Amazon, as you can see, not that one. Well, Amazon has invited her to tour the warehouses, which I don't know what that's going to do. Obviously, Amazon's going to put on a show. But anyway, that is just super, super annoying. And it's funny how I was accused, by a random person, granted, that I wasn't getting my facts straight in that Tesla video. And yet you have a senator, like rising star of a politician, who's getting these basic facts wrong. That even me, who's not the best accountant in the world, but I do enough accounting to know what to write off during taxes, doesn't understand this is how it works. Amazon, biggest company in the world, not paying taxes, treating their employees horribly. No guarantee that tax incentive would even come back to New York at all. Heck, the funny thing is, I think New York could have not given them any tax break, and Amazon still would have paid them nothing. They would have, of course, bought up all the land, and there would be jobs provided and all that stuff. I'm not disputing that, but why wasn't that the platform that Cortez opposed Amazon on? It would have been much easier, much more cut and dry, and of course, it would have made actual sense. But now that I'm opening this huge, huge can of worms, and it is a big can of worms, I will say that, I guess I will have to ask you, my faithful viewers, what you think of this news. Did you oppose Amazon going to New York in the first place? Do you agree or disagree with Cortez? Do you agree or disagree with me? That's perfectly fine. This is where the flame responsibly thing really comes in handy. Let's try to be nice with one another. There's a reason I don't talk politics too much, but that just enraged me when I saw that Amazon wouldn't even pay any taxes. Like they should be paying something. And this situation is what Cortez should be opposing, not creating jobs. It should not have been, it's not that the jobs creation is a problem. It's the fact that they won't pay their employees well, or they won't give them benefits, or they have to pee in their bottles, or technically their taxes never go back to the city. Those are the things to oppose Amazon on. But nope, she opposed on the wrong thing, and now the headline is Democrats oppose new jobs. Great. I'm sure that's exactly what the Democratic Party wants. But again, leave it up to you. What says you? Agree, disagree? Would love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even the little $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly. And as always, flame responsibly. I think I might even upload a video or two tomorrow because there's some Uber news that it's actually kind of big, and